So in this video, I will show you how to use the demo code that are in the Llama project here. This is the case when you want to create agents and using tools and accessing an LLM with pure code. So no agent framework or anything like that. So we start first by just running the project here and also opening it in a dev container. So it runs in its own environment. And here we see that it's starting. So here in the dev container, you can now see that it's running in its own image here. So the code here is actually just describing how you access the LLM using Typescript code to do three different things. The first way in chat test, we just run the query, why is the sky blue, towards the LLM, and we will just return the response. Very simple. And to run that, you can just go in here and see test chat. You can just run test chat. And it will first build the TypeScript code into JavaScript and then execute that on your local Llama server. In the environment file here is where you can define where you have your Llama server and what kind of base model you want to use, and also which Lava model you will use for doing image recognition. So as we see here, it ran and it answered the question back. So that's the response from the actual LLM. We then have another one, which is chat with tools. Here we also call the LLM to ask it a question. And the actual two questions is what's the weather in Toronto, and what's the fuel efficiency for the red truck if it uses 20 liters of fuel and driving in the distance 400 kilometers. And the interesting part here is that we will call this towards the model again, the question, and then we will actually the response back will be from the LLM will be what function to call and the parameters it needs for that function. And the actual function that will be called is either get current weather and get fuel efficiency, and then it will respond back with the actual part here. So the interesting part here is that the LLM actually understands your question and understands what tools it should use to get the actual answer. So here you define which functions you have. This will be given to the LLM, saying that there is a function called get current weather, which will get the weather for a specific city, and you need to give in the city parameter, and also for the fuel efficiency, you should call this function, and you should give distance and the fuel used as an input parameter. And you could run these as well. So then you just run the chat tools part here instead, and it should answer back with it will also then first compile the question and then run the actual query. And here you will see that for the weather response, it will be current weather is sunny with high of 25 degrees Celsius, and then the second query, it will actually say, yeah, okay, so you should use the get fuel efficiency function, and these are the parameters that you should send in based on this question to the actual LLM, and it will answer with the response of the function that's actually then called, because that's what's happening here then. So you get in the question, you get the response back, and then we will actually call the actual function that the LLM said we should run. And the last one, it's just describing how you can send in a picture, an image to the LLM and get an answer back on what's on this image. So that's what we actually asked here. Describe this image, and then we send in the image URL. And to run that here, we just run the describe image here part. So that will take a little bit longer, because then now it needs to load a new model, which is the Lava model instead of the normal chat model. But it will just send in that image and this query, and this is the image, just an image of a dog running on a beach. And the LLM will look at the image, and then return a description on what it thinks is on the image here, which it says, yes, it's a lovely beach with a small dog. And that's the 3 different examples that you can use and how to use them in a good way.